let's see. Alright, it is shared there. Alright, there we go. Alright, I can hear myself now. And I can also see comments in the chat. So let me just get everything set up here. Alright, just hang tight with me for a little bit. I'll start working in just a second. Just trying to get everything set up. Hang tight. Alright, I'm just getting everything set up here. We're almost done. Setting up streams takes a little bit because I have to be live for at least some part of it, which can get a little tricky. Okay, so I have the chat up here to the right. I can see my screen from here in the stream. It's just a little confusing. And now we're going to start Facebook Live. So let me go ahead and do that. Give me 2 seconds. Share the stream here. Okay, so now we have it shared on YouTube and working on it with Facebook. Hello, Apollo. Nice to see you. I can see comments now, so I can actually communicate with you guys, which is fantastic. Okay, so copy link. Just going to post that on a couple areas here. Okay. No, don't want to get copyrighted. And we're just going to... No, my gosh, work.
You alright?
Yeah, I'm okay. Alright, so that's posted there, and I'm just going to go live on Facebook. Okay, so hello everybody, hello YouTube, hello Facebook. I am finally getting the stream up and running here, and I'm able to see your comments on YouTube. I'm able to see Facebook Live. I'm going to be working on a couple of things, just mainly things back and forth. I'm going to try and finish up these paws behind me here. So we're going to do that. I had a little bit of trouble setting up the stream. Just took me a couple minutes, so maybe I'll edit that out later. But today we're just taking it easy. As you know, it's Friday. I hope you all are going to have a great weekend. And yeah, I guess I'll get started. There won't be any music in this stream because I don't want to get copyright striked from anywhere. So I think I'll just play it safe and do that. Now let me make sure that the stream is up and running here on Facebook. So that way I can see what's going on. Okay, good. Good. So that's working. We're just going to post this into a couple groups here. This is a good one. Okay, alright, we got that. How's everyone's day going today? Are we good? Are we having a good time? My husband's in the back, if you can't hear him.
Am I that loud?
A little bit.
Wow.
But it's okay. Yeah, copyright strikes so many times. Yeah, I know, right? So it might just take me a little bit to see the comments as I have to actually turn around and look at my desktop over here, but I will get back to everybody's comments. I can see on Facebook that's going well, so that's good. So yeah, it's crazy. Like, I hate awkward silences. I hate you know, just having to uh not have anything going on in the stream, but unfortunately, like you said, it's just so easy to get copyright striked, and I used to do that all the time. I'd get striked and then I wouldn't be able to live stream for a while, and then that kind of sucked. So, and autocorrect, yeah, I know, it sucks. But I did share this stream on like pretty much everywhere, so we'll see who pours in. So as you can see in the description below, I don't usually ask these kind of things, but I would like to stream on TikTok, but unfortunately, in order to stream on TikTok, I have to have 1,000 followers on TikTok in order to stream. So, my only thing is, if you guys can maybe just follow my TikTok, which is at Tiger Paw Studios with a Z at the end. That way I'll be able to live stream on TikTok, and I'll be able to show my viewers and stuff, and broadcast can't talk today, broadcast this to the right audience. I did have a website that was up and running, but unfortunately we had some technical difficulties and it is no longer up. So I'm going to be in the process of redoing that website. But like I said, if you do have a TikTok, if you can just give that a follow, it helps because I can stream there and get my stuff out to the right audience. So that would be really appreciated if you can do that. But if you don't want to, it's okay. So right now I'm currently working on these paws here. This is the back, and this is the front with stuffable beans. And my cats are in the background, probably being bad somehow. So let me just get the sun stuff out. Actually, hold on one second, guys. I gotta go grab something. Give me a second. Okay, so we have good news. I am starting to make pre-mades now, so this guy, this guy is going to be a up-and-coming pre-made, and it's going to be coffee themed with the exception of like a little bit of purple. The ears are super wiggly and very durable, so I will get him up and running in a little bit. He's kind of a side project though, and then I also have one in the process I'm making right now called Patches. Patches, not Patches the hyena from Dark Souls that my husband loves to keep referencing.
What about it?
But this is Patches. This is going to be out of all the fur scraps that I've accumulated while making suits, and that way they don't go to waste. So this is going to be a pain in the ass to make, but it's going to look really cool. And I quite frankly haven't seen anyone do this before, so we'll see how that goes. But it's going to be a lot of sewing, but it'll look great. And it's supposed to look a little ugly, but I'll make it look cute. And Facebook here, if you can't see it, Patches, scraps, whatever you want to call them, that's going to be a upcoming pre-made as well. So people can buy that one too if they want. I'm going to be getting a bigger dragon base, so that way it fits most heads. My dragon base that I have is really, really good, but, oh, thank you. But it's a little smaller on the small side. It's not like small like it looks wrong, but like I feel like it could just be a little bit bigger, you know? Sorry, I forgot to check my meds today. Anyway, so remember to take your medications, brush your teeth, and do all that good shit. So I am currently working on a couple things. This is somebody in the process I'm making here. Facebook, you can see it. I just started printing eyes, so now they look clean and nice. And then I'm working on somebody's paws. I just got into making t-shirts and I just got into making acrylic keychains. So these are the plastic keychains, which are traditional, made by me. This is my Drama Llama one. And they're really hard and durable, but I have them hanging up here on my lamp. And then I have real like resin acrylic keychains I'm going to be doing too. And the t-shirts. I have infusible ink t-shirts. So now my t-shirts are going to look great. They're not going to fade. You can wash them a ton of times and they are not going to lose their color or crinkle or do all that weird stuff that like sometimes t-shirts do when you custom make your own. Because I got a Cricut Press 2, which is behind me here. And that bad boy can make some really cool shirts if you do it correctly. Because yesterday I was trying to make these shirts and I couldn't understand why the ink wasn't taking, and it turned out that I was doing it incorrectly and it was bleeding through to another side of the shirt, so it kind of looked a little faded. But then I figured out what the trick was. So then once I did that, I tried it again, and then I got something like this. So this one was actually my final shirt I made yesterday, and it's kind of inspired by my grandmother who passed away, and our family thing is like if you see butterflies, your loved one is near. So I made this t-shirt and it says, "I know you are near." And it has little butterflies on it. And as you can see, it's not like that iron-on stuff. It might crinkle a little bit. This is the infusible ink. So it is on the shirt, it is infused into the shirt, and I can wash this shirt a million times and it's still gonna look good. And I came out with a merch for the Celestial Guardian Dragons, and they look awesome. So now we're gonna have our own merch, we're gonna have our own things that we can sell, and my Etsy store is up and running, and I'm gonna be listing the keychains, the t-shirts, and I think I have the t-shirts listed on there for like 30 or so bucks. And that just covers the infeasible ink and everything like that. But we will be working on a couple projects during the stream, so this isn't just fursuits, it's going to be basically everything. So like I said, I can see your comments on the side here. And let's see, I'm just going to tag a couple people. I'm tagging my husband even though he's sitting right next to me. Never mind.
What'd I
You'll
do?
figure it out.
What'd I do? What?
I tagged you in the live stream.
Oh.
So, anyway. There's different ways that you can do pause here, but this is the one that I found out works. So this fur was a little bit hard to work with, so I had to do a couple different techniques I don't usually do, but it worked out well. So these are lined. Oh, I love you too, hon.
Love you.
Jumping between two streams. Yeah, I've done that before. Okay, so right now I'm currently sewing up the beans on the... Whoa! Facebook tumbling over right now. Sewing up the beans. I'm sewing up the beans on the paw. I can't talk today. So we're doing that at the moment. Is anybody attending Anthrocon? Because I will be attending Anthrocon. My fursuit maker is actually making my head and is doing a really good job. And the thing is, I'm a suit maker too, and I've made my head more times than I can count, but I have too critical of an artist eye, so I decided one day, I was like, oh, I'm just gonna have somebody else make it. Because to tell you the truth, I've never actually done an unboxing. I've never done like commissioned anybody for fursuit stuff. I usually don't make it in there. But this time I decided I was going to do it. And I did. And it's going to be done really soon. And I'm so excited. And she's looking great. So that way I can have somebody else make the head. And I can be like, oh, it looks perfect. Because it wasn't done by me. And I can't critique it. Because it's like, oh, this is... You know, like when you make an artwork and you're too critical of it, but other people could look at your artwork and be like, oh, I love this. It's the same thing. So we're doing that too. So I'm just sewing these little things up here. I might angle the camera down so you can see what I'm doing, YouTube. There we go. Good, good, good. All right. I love how my mother texts me in the middle of a stream. Okay. So we're just sewing these. I can't tell you how many times I've gotten pricked by needle sewing. Most of the stuff I do is machine sewed or sewn. Can't talk today. Because it is a lot easier and it's more durable, safer, and reliable. Don't even think about jumping up here. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. I have a black cat that likes to jump up here occasionally, and he likes to put pins in his mouth and then spit them out again. He doesn't eat them, he just likes to chew on them. So I can't trust him up here. So, yeah. Good stuff, right? Like I said, if you see this stream, if you can just give me if you have a TikTok, if you can just give me a follow at Tiger Paw Studios. I'm trying to get to 1,000 followers, so that way I can live stream. And that way I can reach to a bigger audience, because TikTok will not give me that ability right now, because I don't have 1,000 followers. I don't even think I have over 100 followers. And followers doesn't matter to me. I honestly just want to live stream and reach a bigger audience. So if you can just check that out. If you have a TikTok, follow at Tiger Paw Studios. That would be fantastic. Would really appreciate it. You don't even have to watch the videos if you don't want to, but I just would love to live stream on that platform. So we'll do that. Okay. I am currently in the process of... thread got stuck. There we go. So how is everybody's day going today? How are we doing? I found that Fridays and weekends are a lot better to stream from. Also, hello to anybody who is watching. Okay. I'm gonna open the screen door because the wind chimes are going in it. Oh, I accidentally sewed this to my shirt. Nice. The wind chimes are going and it sounds beautiful, so let me open the doors here. Hi, Bubsy. Oh, would you like to be a special viewer in my live stream? I think he does. He totally does not want to, but he's coming anyway. Cat! This is the rumbler. Can you hear him? He's going to daddy.
Hi, kitty.
And the other cat is here too. I'll have him say hello. Hi! Hi, boy! Actually, he looks way too happy in the sun, so I'm not going to bother him. But yes, that is my black kitty. What? We like to sometimes squish his face up like this because he has a goblin face, we call it, and it looks really funny. He's rumbling so loudly I can hear it over here. He's so happy. The day we adopted him, he was so rumblies. He was purring and happy, and he came right up to us, and it was just perfect. I love him so much, even though he chews through my cords. But I love him. I love him. Let's see. Okay, things are still going good. Awesome. So feel free to talk. Feel free to chat with me. Ask me anything. And I will respond back. If you are giving this video hearts, I don't think I'll be able to see who gives the hearts. I will only be able to see people who comment and stuff live. So if you would like me to see you or to say hello, just comment something and I will be able to respond. So yeah. He's so noisy. I get my other cat, but he's bathing in the sun right now and he looks way too happy. So I'm not going to get him.
Cute.
My husband always wanted a black kitty. And he had a black kitty before. So for the longest time I was like, I'm gonna find him a black kitty. So we found a black kitty. He originally had a brother, but we couldn't take two home, so we had to pick between him and his brother. We chose that little guy, which his actual name is Pistachio, but we have so many different names that we call him besides his actual name. And any pet owner out there, I'm sure, can relate. Birds are chirping. It's so nice out. It's always nice here in California. Okay. So we have all the fingers sewn. And we're sewing the bottom here. I leave little pockets so that I can stuff them. I don't usually always stuff them, but this one specifically requested that I stuff the thing, so I did. Also, yes, I'm sorry if I look like shit. I always wear my hair up. I've done it for years. That's just how I decided I wanted to wear my hair, and it's comfortable, and it actually makes me really irritated if it gets in my face. So usually every day I'll have my hair up in some kind of ponytail just because it's comfortable, because you know life is too short. I shouldn't really care what anyone says. Hi Tyler, thank you. See guys, like Tyler, if you comment I will say hello and notice that you are there. And thank you for the compliment, by the way. I saw you got engaged, so I'm happy. You having fun today? Tyler is my, one of my best friend's best friend. Therefore, one of my really good friends. So, that's how I know them. Put down the deposit on today. Oh, that's great. I'm so happy for you. Wait. Wait, no, hold on. 420? No, is this an April Fool's joke, or are you actually having your wedding on 420? Because, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. But, like, I have a really hard time interpreting April Fool's jokes.
Oh, sorry.
So, you're going to have to clarify that to me. Oh, it's real. Okay. So, is it this year or is it next year? Because I would love to be there, but I just need to know ahead of time. In 20 days. Oh, geez. I don't know if I will personally be able to be there, but I would love if someone can live stream it. I would watch the stream. Because I definitely wouldn't want to miss that. That sounds wonderful. Okay, so we have this. So these are all sewn in, which is great. And where the hell is my brush? There we go. I found it. I have different brushes for different reasons. Hi, Sharon. Hi, everybody who's watching. How are things? How's it going? Wow, 5 people. I'm impressed. I usually don't get that much. Okay. So we're going to do this right side in with right side in. And we're just going to line it up. So I tried to stop using pins as much as possible because I have cats and they're very curious. So instead of pins, I use these wonderful things that are like quilting clips, and they're tiny little clips. Work amazingly. So I'm going to be streaming until my husband has a meeting, and then I will stop. Then maybe I will do it again later, but we'll see. And not sure if we're going to stream it, but we'll definitely get lots of videos and photos. Yes, I would love that. Please let me know. I'm sorry I can't be there in person. We have so many things we're attending, like so many different conventions, and we live on the other side of the continent from where you are, so it'd be a little hard. But if I could, I would. Trust me. Hello, friend. You look fabulous. Oh, thank you. I thought I looked like shit today, actually. So, thank you for the compliment. How are you doing? How are things? I haven't spoken to you in quite a while. Okay. Oh, also, I found that a lot of my customers were saying that my heads felt a little tight or were too small. So I actually created a solution to that problem. This is Bob, and I use Bob for working with all of my heads. Come on, Bob. This is Bob, and all I did was I made his head bigger, so that way it fits more people. I just put foam on it. So now Bob looks like he's ready for a crash course test, but in reality it just makes people's heads fit a little bit better. So, good stuff, good stuff. Also, I'm addicted to sweets. I kind of want to make tandy cakes this weekend. Feeling it. I told my husband yesterday what tandy cakes were. He had no idea what tandy cakes were. And I was like trying to explain to him, like, you know the tasty cake things? Those little things that they were circles. And he's like, nope, never heard of them. And I'm like, really? So I'm going to make tandy cakes. And I don't know if they're hard. Has anybody made tandy cakes before? I've basically made a lot of really unique gluten-free stuff. I've made pierogies, which is the Russian version of like a pierogi, but it's like folded different, and there's different stuff inside of it. There's like potatoes and onions and garlic, and it's really good. And then you take like pizza dough and you wrap it, deep fry it. I've made donuts, I've made French crullers, I've made strombolis, I've made goldfish. Goldfish is a thing I do weekly. I make my own goldfish, but they're no longer called goldfish because I got really lazy and I started cutting them like crackers. So I just do Bob, nice. Apollo Afton, nice. So, so yeah, I started cutting them into squares, and I make my own goldfish because buying gluten-free goldfish, first of all, it's very hard to find a flavor that actually tastes good when you have celiac disease, like myself, and finding the right goldfish that's also gluten-free is really, really expensive. And one day I ran out of goldfish, and the goldfish that I was eating for a period of time that I still love to this day, I just don't buy it really much anymore because I make my own now. But they're called quackers, so instead of goldfish, they're ducks. And they tasted really, really good. But they were super expensive. I ran out, and then one day I was just like, oh, I'm going to just make my own goldfish because it might be cheaper and it can't be that hard. So I actually went on TikTok to find the recipe, and I liked it, and I've been following it ever since. It's like 4 ingredients, and that's it. It's not even really hard to make. You just need butter and cheese and salt, flour, and that's it. So for the longest time, we were using the bullet in our kitchen to make these goldfish, and it was struggling because the bullet is kind of meant for easier things, but we made it work, and it was just getting really annoying. So we ended up getting a food processor, and that stuff makes the dough really nice and consistent. And I got a pastry cutter, so I cut it into squares. So when I tasted it for the first time, we did it correctly. It actually did taste like goldfish, like almost exactly like goldfish. But it had that special homemade kind of flavor, so it tasted better than goldfish. Highly recommend that recipe. It's so good. And it was awesome. Ever since then, I've been making goldfish. I make them in very, very large batches, and I split them between my husband and I because we both love eating them. So that way we have enough. I used to just make like single servings of them, but then I was like, um, why don't I just make double? Because we end up eating through them anyway, and it takes kind of a lot of effort to make. And the only effort part isn't the actual like mixing, it's the cutting and the placing and the putting on the pans and the putting them in the oven, taking them back out again. But they only take like 15 minutes to actually bake, and they're really good. So I will share the recipe if anybody wants the recipe on how to make goldfish. But we cracked the code and we found out how to make these goldfish, and they taste just like goldfish. Straight up just like goldfish. And you can do it with regular flour too. It doesn't have to be gluten-free. I just do gluten-free because I have celiac, and I cannot eat gluten. Otherwise I get a really bad allergic reaction. And it damages my body, which is fun. So yeah, kind of what's going on lately. Like I said, I'm streaming until around 5:20, because then my husband has a meeting and I don't want to interrupt him. So maybe I'll do a drawing stream and I'll sit outside or something like that. But I don't know yet. The only annoying part about pause is pinning all these things. It's really, really annoying. Thank you to anybody who's watching my live stream. I really do appreciate it, and appreciate the people that view the live stream. Anybody got good news? Anything going on? I'll be uploading a new video soon. I just have to get all the information together. Thinking about making a video for my future CGD Dragon panels and just having all the information on a video and legit just sitting back and let the video talk. And that way I can save my voice. Ow! Make life a little bit easier. My husband is watching this live stream. Huh. That's funny. Pause. So now begins the fun part. Sewing them. I'm being completely sarcastic in this. This part takes a while. I do it machine sewn, but these ones are just too poofy to do that, so I'm gonna have to do it traditional. And doing it with a secure stitch, so that way it works. Okay, there we go. Found one. Every sewing person has their favorite needle. This is mine. Yes, feel free to chat, people. Otherwise it gets too quiet. This is actually a client I'm working on right now. Trying to get him out of the way because he's next in line. I know, I'm so boring on live streams without music.
Okay, no one's calling you boring.
I'm calling myself boring.
You're not boring.
Well, no one's talking.
That doesn't mean you're boring.
Still boring.
Shush.
People were talking and now nobody's talking.
That can happen. Doesn't mean you're boring.
I got discouraged today because I was comparing myself to another artist by their followers and whatnot, and I was like, oh, that would be nice. But then I'm like, oh yeah, different circumstance, and it took a lot of time for them to get there, so I'm not gonna compare myself. My work is really good, just needs a little bit more exposure, which is fine. That's why I have my Etsy shop. I'll be doing my website, working on getting a business license. That's good. So, somebody asked me a question. I will answer it. I like answering questions. All you have to do is ask. Still sewing. satisfying part is when you're done with this, you turn it inside out.
It's also the scariest part.
The scariest part? Why?
Because I know I've had a tendency of making them too small on accident before.
These ones aren't that bad. I need to make you new paws.
I can make them.
I can make them.
I can make them too.
I can make them.
I'm capable of making them.
You get frustrated making suits.
No, that's not true. I just don't want to do it very often.
Or I can make them.
I can do it. It's my suit. You already do enough.
I need to make your new body.
Don't do that.
I do. It's outdated.
It's not even bad.
The legs look like you stuffed a couch pillow in them.
They look good. I don't know what you're going on
They're
about.
so round, sharp edged. I need to do new things for his suit.
Oh, shush. I should be the lowest priority of the lowest.
I have projects I work on outside of when I'm working on people's stuff.
I don't know.
We have so many leftovers.
Good. Means we don't have to eat out or cook.
That is good. I have a lot of things we can make. I might make some IKEA meatballs later. Sometimes we go to IKEA and we just get meatballs because it's really good. And they have like vegetable plant-based balls, which I'm not usually like, I don't hate vegetarian food because there's some that I really, really enjoy, and there's some meals that are actually really good without meat, and I'm a huge carnivore. But these ones actually taste better than the regular ones with meat. They're more flavorful, have a lot of spices in them, and honestly, they're just a guilty pleasure. And we both can eat them, so when we go to IKEA, we get like 1 or 2 bags of these meatballs. And there were these candies that we got from IKEA last time. They were called Dime, but we joked around and called them Dams. And because IKEA has like funny names and stuff that they name their products. And we were just like, here, do you want a dam? Sure, I'll give a dam. We throw the chocolate bar across the room to one another. So we gave a dam. It was so cute. I loved it. I'm so excited for Anthrocon. I really am. I'm going to be reuniting with a lot of my really good friends, an old high school friend. I'm super stoked to go. And to go to the dealer's den, because I really like going to the dealer's den. Anybody attending that I might see? There are 2 people watching, but they're so quiet. Just like me. Sometimes I delete YouTube streams if they get too boring because I'm afraid that people will watch and be like, she's just doing this quietly for like an hour or so. But some people like that. I don't think I should delete them.
You shouldn't.
Some people like to just watch videos for hours. Also, to reach the right audience, maybe I'm just not using the right hashtags.
Are you using any hashtags?
Most of the time I do. Sometimes I don't. See, the paw starts to round out when I'm sewing it. Each stitch, as you can see here, is the blanket stitch, which is the double thread and then double knotted. Also, I'm sorry, but I will not be participating in any April Fool's jokes. I don't take them very well, and I just don't. I'm kind of just staying off social media because I can't really believe anybody today and what they're saying is true. Who's the one person still watching? So my husband fixed my scooter battery problem a couple days ago because for some reason it wasn't charging correctly, and it was because the charger port is kind of janked up right now, and
It's still kind of janked up. I need to do more to fix it better.
it wasn't charging, so I couldn't go anywhere. That was fun. Got our taxes kind of done yesterday, so... Oh, hey hon, my mom had a really good idea. Some of the tax refund we can put towards the fee of getting our taxes done.
I mean, yeah. Assuming it is a refund, of course.
I didn't think about that yesterday, but I was like, ooh, that's a good idea.
I mean, money's money.
So our taxes were so bad this year because we are filing from 2 states. And, well, 3 states and 2 states. So he worked in Boston and went to school in Boston, but his permanent residence was in New Jersey. And he also worked here in California, so it was a little bit of a nightmare. And then my taxes were, I lived in Pennsylvania for a period of time, and then I worked for a very short period of time in California. And before I became self-employed, I was working for a company. But, yeah, it was crazy. It was so bad that, like, when we went to our appointment and the person was there, she, like, was looking at her colleague when we were telling her everything, because I also have to document my sales as an entrepreneur. And, she was, like, telling her colleague all about this, and it was so bad that we had to make another tax appointment for our tax appointment just to come back and sign it, because it's going to take like a week for them to do. Because apparently New Jersey is notoriously bad for taxes.
Although we might not need to file for New Jersey, unfortunately.
So they're going to make things a little bit simpler for us, and my husband was great. No, like he downloaded the software from H&R Block, and he was doing taxes on his own, but then it just got really hard and the due date's coming up. And I told him, I was like, it'd be easier to do it next year since we'll be here and we're not going anywhere versus this year. So we just need a little bit of help, which is totally okay. I know, boring, talking about taxing stuff, but so it popped in my head.
Some people find it extraordinarily interesting. Those people are kind of weird, but
Well, I might make. What if I made like ASMR videos where I just sit and sew and talk?
that's not ASMR. That's just what you're doing now.
Oh, I don't know. Just an idea.
Do what you like. If you stay consistent, more people will watch. That's, I think, the bigger thing about audience building is consistency. Consistency in your posts and your content.
Hashtags.
It's like if you can sort of keep at the same thing, and I think that tends to bring people in, which sometimes feels hard, because I feel like disciplining yourself to stay to the same schedule and post the same kind of stuff isn't exactly like always the most fun.
Well, I think another thing too might be because I want to just do it on like Fridays. And then if I get more audience members, I'll do them twice a week.
I mean, that's good that you're having a schedule here and you're doing sort of the same thing. I think if you just keep doing that, you'll already start to see some improvement. I think part of why my old YouTube channel never super took off was not because of my content per se, but more just my uploads were irregular and inconsistent, and the content was a little all over the place.
Also, what do you mean never took off? You have like over 1,000 followers.
In the grand scheme of things, for how much work I put into that, it was not much. I'd spend like a long ass time on every video. I've had some videos where I spent over 100 hours on them, and they wouldn't get anywhere.
I have a lot of videos, just not a lot of views.
You also suffer from the same thing. You're inconsistent. That's where it gets to, because that's where you gotta discipline yourself. And I never wanted to do it for an audience. I wanted to do it for fun.
Well, I do too, but I also need it for my business to have a little bit of an audience.
Consistency is what the algorithm likes to favor, as weird as it is.
I might do this every Friday around the same time.
Good start.
Because a lot of people tend to be getting off work around this time. Or ending the day. Actually, the East Coast, they're probably all home already. Oh, Sona. He was sitting in the sun.
I love you, Donda. Back here.
So the other week I discovered what a pupusa was. And they're really, really good, and I've been thinking about them ever since.
At the Mexican place that you said you hated despite
Mhm.
never eating there.
Mm-hmm.
about it?
What about it?
What about it?
What about it?
Who did it?
What about it?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
He looks so happy. Oh, look at that proud face. Oh, that's a proud face. We have very lovely cats.
Lovely bugger.
Oh, Mom's watching the stream.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom. Aw, thank you. Happy April Fool's Day. Thanks. I haven't been online mostly a lot because I don't trust what anybody is saying today, literally, because all of it seems to be April Fool stuff, and I'm like, nope. I don't understand people's April Fool's jokes, and I always take them too literally, and, yeah, I just have stopped reading people's things just for one day. I was like, no, I'm good. So I decided to stream until my husband gets into a meeting, but it's been rather quiet. So we were just talking about how I can reach the right audience. And I think I'll do this every Friday around the same time. Might make some acrylic keychains later. We'll see. Oh, Sona. Oh, Sona, are you happy? Sitting on his lap. He's so cute. She's gone.
Mom's gone.
Yeah.
Mom.
She said Happy April Fool's Day and left.
Wow! That was the real April Fool's prank. Donna, look at Donna, look at Donna. He's a Donna beater. So Donna.
Oh, Donda. She probably lost reception though because she's on her way to the mountains.
Oh, maybe.
That was Donda. Just reminded me of the Kanye West. Good morning, Kanye. Shut the fuck up. Babe, since you were going off-brand with your profile picture, instead of changing it to an NFT, you changed it to an NFP.
What?
P.
Of course.
Non-fungible prank.
Oh, P stood for something else.
You need to fill up the bird thing again.
I know.
Do you want me to try and do it?
I can do it. I'll do it today.
Mom gave the most hearts and left.
Wow.
Breathe. Breathe. Breathe.
No.
You're gonna have to.
Eventually.
Do it.
I don't need to.
Breathe.
I'll breathe when I need to.
Breathe.
Just breathe. Okay, fine.
Can't believe the cat woke me up today with a false gagging. That was the real April Fool's joke. On my favorite blanket. For context, I woke up this morning and my black cat was gagging, and I thought he was gonna throw up a hairball on my favorite blanket, but he ended up not. Ow. Alright, guys, I might end the stream here. Thank you so much for tuning in, to anybody who did tune in. And I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Bye.